it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today we are taking a look at my first Hero Arts monthly kit. I've been doing the Simon Says stamp, and then somebody told me about the Hero Arts and I thought I would try that. I think the point of these kits really is not specific sort of actual this is what you can do with this actual kit, but to give you ideas of what you can do with kits generally when you receive them. So I thought it would be fun to change it up. I'd had Simon Says stamp for quite a while previously and I started it again, but when I saw these I thought, yeah, let's have a change and go for these for a little while. So this is my first one, so I hope you enjoy these. So as with the Simon Says stamp kit videos series, we are going to do one video showing the contents of the kit and then a separate video with the project made using the contents of the kit. I thought, as before, that it makes it simpler, so if you only want to look at the project you can, or vice versa, if you only want to look at the contents you can, and you don't have to skim through each one video to find the section that you want. Okay, so what I do with kits mentally when I get them is I always separate the items that you receive into kind of three categories: what I call permanent items, your semi-permanent items, and then your consumables. And when I'm looking at a kit for value, what I'm looking to see is how many of each of those things am I getting. So when you look at this, you might think, well, it doesn't look very much because you've got quite a small amount of contents here. However, when you look at the specific items, what you've got is 3 permanent items, and by that I mean things like stamps and dies, etc., things that don't run out, and if you look after them you'll have for your crafting lifetime. Your semi-permanent, I would say things like ink pads, etc., so they will run out eventually, but they're not a one-off use. I think that things like card obviously are your consumables, so that's kind of what I mean by that. Well, with these kits, as far as I can tell, looking back historically and what I've received, I haven't gone into it in detail, but I'm getting mostly permanent items, so to me that's really good value. Yet you can bulk out a kit and it's great fun. You can bulk it out with your card stock and all of that, and it's great. I love it. But this is kind of, to me, I feel like I'm getting some really good value here. So let's take a look. I literally, as you can see, I haven't opened this up. It's still all sealed up. So you cut a little thank you for your order with a code that you can use for next time, which will give you some percentage off. Oh, the other thing that I really like about this Hero Arts kit, sorry, I'm just sort of waylaying before we actually look at it, but what I'm liking about these monthly kits is for me being in the UK, and so anybody else in the UK, the shipping cost is brilliant. It was something like $9, and on top of that you could place an order just so, like, you knew they would send you an email and they would say, right, your kit will be shipping on X date. You can place a second order between this date and that date for no extra shipping costs, even if I'm in the UK. So I would definitely recommend this from that point of view. As I said, the shipping was really good and you can add the extra order, which I think is brilliant. And it didn't seem to matter the size of that extra order either. It was like, whatever you want to order, that's still free, which I think is brilliant. And I think it's brilliant that that applied international as well. So I definitely give them a clap for that. So I really appreciate that. So now let's have a look at the contents of the kit. So the first thing I'm just going to get rid of, but you've got these 2 gorgeous embossing powders. So you've got this gorgeous sort of green with gold running through it, which great Christmassy colour. And then, woo, just tipped that everywhere. And then we've got this lovely gold. And then, as you can see, I haven't opened this up yet. It comes up in this lovely ribbon all wrapped up, which is great. So keep that. It's a really nice ribbon. Definitely keep that. And then we've got a die, a stamp set, and a second stamp set. So 3 permanent items. So this is a background stamp, it says, but it looks like some of these, not all of them, a couple of them pop out, which is going to give a really interesting look. So you can leave them in, or you can pop those out, which will be really fun. But I'm thinking as well that this probably lines up to this die, but let's have a little look. Let's actually pull this die off. So you've got this great die with all these little baubles on it, and I bet it does line up. Yeah, look. And then we've got a second stamp set here. Let's just see what's on this first. This is just, oh, a directions for Advent card project. Stamp the background cling, align the die, use a second sheet. Oh, so you can actually create an advent calendar. What a cool idea. So, stamp those. So let's understand this just quickly. Actually, I think what we'll do, we won't understand this. I think this is the project we'll do. Let's do the project they suggest, because that will be fun to try, I think. So I won't go into it now, but yeah, I think that's great. So that's this, and then you've got these baby little stamps, and I think this is going to work really well with the project that they're talking about, but aren't they absolutely adorable? But yeah, so that is the items for the kit. So I think this is really good value actually, because as I said, you've got these 3 permanent items and then sort of semi-permanent to consumable items there as well. So I think that what we'll do next time for the project is we will complete the project that they've suggested in their little sheet here. So we'll follow their instructions and we'll come up and do their little project. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you shortly for the other video. Bye for now. Bye.